So we had an episode where we discussed why brain rot can be a problem for our mental health and how it's something that's dangerous and a lot of um, you know doctors are not taking it seriously at the moment for whatever reason. Anyway, I want to talk about or touch on a topic that's closely related to brain rot. And it's kind of like an antithesis to brain rot. So let's talk about the great meme reset of 2026. What the heck is this? So this was a mostly ironic, as an unexpected internet movement that started on TikTok in late 2025. And it's kind of ironic that it started on TikTok. Why is that? Because TikTok is, a social media platform that just depends on short form content, right? So you don't associate TikTok with anything that's long form at all. YouTube does have short and long, but with TikTok and Snapchat, that's not what you usually associate with. And the idea was basically that on January 1st, 2026, the beginning of the year, there would be this meme culture reset or movement or return, I should rather say, back to the old internet humor from, let's say roughly 2010, right, to 2016. So think of like rage comic kind of memes like troll face, but also other kind of classic memes like neon cat, that cat that's just flying with the rainbow behind it, or dark Kermit, Kermit the Frog. But even this could even like be supportive of like other classic early internet memes, like the ones before preceding 2010, like Pepe the Frog or Doge, right? So the whole idea here is basically to create a movement to abandon these modern brain rot memes like Skibbity or anything that's like an AI generated meme as well. Not surprisingly, there seems to be already some evidence of this, great meme reset of 2026 or great meme revival of some of these classic memes. Because quite recently, this spring, I've noticed there's been a bit of growth when it comes to the mind share and traction of meme coins that are connected to some of these classic memes. And I've noticed that the trade volume in some of these memes has gone up, by 6, 8, 10 millions of dollars. And obviously that helps the overall market cap size of these meme coins too. However, there are still some serious concerns going on about whether the crypto market in general is in a bull market or in a bear market. And with no euphoria in the end of 2025, many people thought or were worried that even this attention will be short-lived because 2025 was a major flop. Altcoins, meme coins, they didn't perform well. The only thing that topped out for the most part was just Bitcoin itself. So there's, this ongoing lingering concern that what's happening right now is just some kind of trap. Also, while this traction and attention is great news for, of course, crypto meme coin investors, it remains to be seen whether or not simple classic meme styles and designs can overshadow, brain rot and AI-generated, AI-supported memes. Especially since we got to pay attention to the context here in 2026. Since Gen Z and Gen Alpha, they vibe with these trends. These kinds of trends became popular among them starting around 2024, roughly 2 years ago. And ever since then, they've invented some popular slang from them, like 6, 7, and music from them. And this piece of information basically tells us that this may be a reflection of their culture and comedy preferences, comedy taste and choice, right? Since they're the target demographic for these newer generation memes. So this is just some food for thought here. 2026 isn't over yet. It's difficult to say what's going to happen next, but we'll revisit this topic and see whether this movement that started on January 1st, well, actually, late 2025, but there was just this kind of announcement of the idea on January 1st. We'll see whether, this can take effect and whether or not it can convince the younger generations to try to abandon brain rot content, brain rot culture. But yeah, I'm still a little bit skeptical myself. I think it'll flop personally because I already notice a lot of people are suffering from brain rot itself. So again, it's not just brain rot isn't just a trend. It's not just about brain rot memes, but the effect of brain rot itself is something that seems to be prevalent, in my opinion. And I already see it ingrained in boomers, in Gen X, in millennials as well. So this is something that's permeating in our culture, and the effect of it, is quite severe. So because of this, I'm really skeptical. I'm kind of cynical as well, and I'm not sure we'll be able to execute this reset successfully. But time will tell. So we'll revisit this later in the year.